Yo, what's up guys? It's PieJose, the CryptoPie, and today we're going to be talking about trading, guys, and more specifically about not being biased into your trading. Alright, so right here, guys, you can see the bull trend, right? And we're on BitMEX here, guys. Alright, BitMEX is a future contracts platform where you can go both long and short with your Bitcoin in order to make more Bitcoin. So what I like to do is at the beginning of the week, at the end of the week, I send my profits to my hardware wallet, or I decide to sell it, whatever, and then I start from scratch. Scratch, I mean 0.1 Bitcoin. That's all I need, alright? Because you can do 10 times leverage, and you can play around with like 2,000, 4,000, with all the way up to $10,000, really, guys. As long as you have a nice stop, right? You know about what you're doing. You know, don't go over leverage yourself. Never go above 10x. You don't need 25x. If you need that, that's crazy. Alright, so anyways, guys, we're going to be talking about something that I think is pretty important, and which I've been doing for the last few days now, and well, maybe like the last week. Alright, and that's looking at both biases. Alright, so first you always want to zoom out, guys, and over here you saw it was an uptrend. Okay, right now what we're in is a downtrend. I know there's a lot of clutter because you know, I'm actually about to go into a trade again. So basically what I do, guys, is I look at the overall trend and I see it's a downtrend. However, when we zoom in here, and you know, so I have a Fibonacci all the way from the bottom to the top here, and I have a Fibonacci from the top to the bottom here to see these levels. And I know it looks like clutter to you guys, but to me that is just I can absolutely work with this. So basically what I'm doing here, guys, is I look at two scenarios. Alright, you see the yellow line here, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down that I think it could do. So what I did is I entered at this number 2. Basically I saw the number 1, right, and I saw it failing. So it failed, right? I had a line here as well before. It failed, right? So I was looking like, where is it gonna bounce, guys? Alright, I'm waiting for the bounce. I wanna enter a short. So I did that because if you look here, basically it retraced to about a 0.5 Fibonacci. Alright, so I entered a short, actually not exactly at the 0.5, a little lower, but I entered a short nonetheless, and I sold it at the 0.3, exactly nearly at the 0.3. Alright, why? Well, that is not that hard, right? You just take your Fibonacci extension from here to here and then to the top, and you get a 1-to-1 ratio. The next target is a 1.618 down here. Alright, but what I was talking about with biases, guys, is right now I'm, you know, I exited my short, right? And I want to enter it again at 0.4, but I'm well aware that we can also break out of this downtrend, down channel, right? And that we can go up. So if we break out of this down channel, I also have the other bias planned, right? The other way, which is the bullish way. You know, this could have been a complete wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way back up to like 11.6. I'm also well aware of that, guys. So you need to be aware of both situations in order to just see it neutral, right? I'm not always a bull, I'm not always a bear. You know, I can trade both ways. That is what you ideally want to be able to, right? You don't want to always be a bear or always be a bull. So if you take the Fibonacci here from the bottom to this top here, and I know it's hard to see, but that's why I'm stretching out a little bit so you can see it. Basically, well, let me just make this. Basically, you can see that the price went up here, and then it retraced to about a 618.65 level. Okay, so that's a great level to retrace. That's why I'm well aware that this could potentially be still like going still an uptrend, right? Just a retrace. However, the volume is not speaking so much to me. Okay, so I will open a short here, guys, but the way I do that, and it's to basically click short here, right? So I will open a short around here, and I'll have a stop loss, guys. Okay, I'll have a stop loss basically just already here or something, right? I mean, I'll let it be able to wick out a little bit. So let's say here, and I target there, around here. It's very conservative. So that's, I can gain 3% on that short. Well, I can only lose about 0.71%. That's a 4.36 risk reward ratio. That is just what I'm doing, guys. You know, you don't need to do exactly what I'm doing, but always have your plan, guys, and you don't need to have a stop as in automatic stop. Alright, you can definitely stop out yourself as well, because alright, so sometimes it just blasts through, right, but then it always retraces. So just make sure that you have an area where you wanna be able to be stopped out, because I know wicks can be pretty crazy and you can get stopped out for nothing. So I don't like to use these hard stops unless I'm sleeping or not there or something. But generally I don't like these hard stops that much, because I'm disciplined enough, guys, to just take my loss. Alright, so what can you do with this BitMax, guys? With this BitMax, you can, you know, you can do some decent trading, right? You can do some decent trading, guys. Alright, so let me just open and I'll show you guys full. So what I do every week, I just make myself a little Google spreadsheet and I track my trades on BitMax, guys, because I'm very new to shorting as well. And basically this is my result for today. Okay, I mean not today, this week. Okay, so total profit of $453, but as you can see that we did have a loss in here, right? A negative 0.48%. Okay, so I take my losses really quick, and that was like a $5 loss. Alright, guys, so you see we started with 0, then I had a little $7 because it went the other way, so I stopped at nearly break even. Then I had a little $35 to just, you know, testing out that shorting really. Then a negative 5, then 113, then a 241, then a 61. So I'm up $453 for this week. I usually just go long, right? I love to long, but you know, you gotta learn the short as well. So that is what I'm doing, guys. Basically, I'm learning, alright? I'm learning, and I want you all to learn as well. And what's better to learn than to actually be in the market? You need to be in the market, guys. You can do this on paper all day long, but you need to feel the emotions. So just get in, guys, alright? Just get in the trades. You don't need to be with 0.1. I'm in with 0.1 Bitcoin. You can also just send a point, whatever, right? 0.05, 0.02. You can leverage 10 times and go with whatever, right? So, or just send 0.1 and play with $100, alright? Just to test it out, guys, and never let yourself get liquidated, alright? If I open a position, I will have a liquidation price, and basically that's just how it works. So yeah, just learn, guys, alright? I want you to learn, and probably you're gonna profit as well if you know a little bit about Elliott Wave. So I don't think the 4 will actually go that high, right? Because it shouldn't be going into the first wave, so it's more likely up here. But then this channel doesn't all fit all that well. I mean, if I will place it here, it's better, right? So this might take a while then. However, this is just nitpicking, guys, right? It's nitpicking, but basically it cannot go out of this channel, right? So that is just how you look at it, guys, alright? That is just how you have to look at it. So we just had 5 waves up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, never, like, the wicks are not counted in Elliott Waves, guys. The wicks are, you know, it can always happen. You are not allowed to really count them with if your 4 goes through your 1. Because obviously here it would, right? But if you look at the candle itself, it stayed perfectly above it. So that was valid. Alright, yeah, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, you could have predicted that top as well. I was sleeping at the time, so I didn't enter a trade here. I do enter trades when I'm sleeping, guys. But so if you just take this, even with the wick, a 1-to-1, 1.618, see, exactly hit, guys. So that is how exact Bitcoin likes to play. So, you know, right now I expect a 1.618 here, right? At 9719. Will it hit? Maybe. I mean, it's pretty likely. Look at this, guys, right? Look at all the price action here. Okay, so we have like a whole area here, right? A whole area. It's good place to hit, right? So I think it's very likely. But guys, definitely also consider the other scenario. Even though I want to go short, I also know the bullish scenario, alright? So What if this breaks out all the way over here? Well, if it breaks out, guys, what do you think I will do? I will close my short and I will look to go long. That's right, I can switch just like that. I don't only go short, I don't only go long. I will just switch it up. I would have gone long here yesterday if I could have stayed awake, but I mean, I don't want to stay awake all day, all night. So, yeah, I didn't, right? I was sleeping at the time and woke up and we were like up here, and I don't know why I didn't take that short yet. Well, I waited for confirmation and I got my confirmation here, right? That we got a lower high, so I entered obviously and I targeted my 1-to-1 ratio. And that was my first short. That was the $61 you saw there, and that is only $2,000 at play to make $61, right? $2,000, and that doesn't mean you can lose 2,000. I mean, you'd be stupid. You need to get wrecked all the way, right, to liquidation price. You will have a stop, right, just above here or something. If you enter here, it's nice to have a stop there. So, you know, you would have a stop of, well, that's pretty high still, 1.7%. I mean, you could have just had a stop, just whatever, right? Whatever you feel comfortable with. But I like to have stops relative to points on the chart though, so I would have put my stop actually here. That's where my stop was, but I'm pretty confident, guys, alright? I'm pretty confident that when I entered the short that it would go down. Everything was looking bearish and it still looks very bearish. Look at this, guys. So basically what I'm trying to just go short here, around there, right? Around here, guys. It does, and never look at the time, right? Just look at the height. When it gets this high, about here, I will enter my short and then I target right here. Why? Well, I'll make another 3%. If I do that on 2,000, that's another 60 bucks. Alright, so that's 120 bucks on a day then, if that goes well. And sometimes, most of the time on my longs, guys, because I'm more confident on my longs, right? Well, not in a bear. So I also trade with the trend, right? I like to just only trade with the trend, only go short. However, when 5 waves are done, and I really counted 5 waves to be done here before, I wanted to go long, but not if I go to sleep. I don't. If I trade against the trend and go to sleep, I don't. No, just not. I'm not doing that, right? So even though I know it's the same as shorting, because you have a stop anyways, it's just, I don't know. It's my gut feeling. I cannot describe that. So maybe I just need to get over that, and because I mean I could have made a great long, you know. I went to sleep pretty much here, guys. Woke up here. I mean, if I went long, that's another 7%, right? But I didn't do it. So I mean, I could have just put 2k on there. I mean, what was my stop then? Like my stop would have been like what? Take a loss of like 30 bucks on a win of like, you know, 140 any day, right? Any day we do that as a trader. So it's all about risk reward, guys. As long as you have more wins than losses, and you can see my wins are, I have a lot more wins than losses, right? That is only this week. This week I've only taken 7 trades. Normally it's more like 10, 12. So yeah, it depends, but I like to just do day trades, guys, on BitMEX, not swing. So just stay in for a few hours, not the real scalping, more like a few hours. I mean, this trade was pretty fast, to be honest. How fast was this? Like 1 hour or something? 1.5 hours? But, you know, it all depends how fast it hits target, right? As soon as I'm in here, guys, guess what I do? I just put my target here, boom, alright? Walk away. Or play a game, or do whatever. Then my trade is in. I also have a stop. Well, I don't. If I'm here and playing a game, I obviously don't have a hard stop. I just have it on a second monitor, and I just monitor it, right? It's that simple, guys. But always, what the video is about biases, right? When you have a short planned out, also know the other way around. You know, and that is that we had a long way up now, a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5. So that is just something that could possibly also happen. So just know both ways, guys. That's pretty much it. So, you know, also join up with the CryptoPies blog where we talk among each other, you know, where you can ask me any questions, ask anyone else any questions, and definitely post the charts, guys. Post your trading charts. I love to look at them. And yeah, we also talk about ICOs, just anything crypto related. And also join up with the CryptoPies feed, where I post all my videos, my charts. You know, this was another shorting, guys. If you shorted that, boom, profit. All right, I made profit there. You could have made profit as well. Post my videos, post about upcoming ICOs. However, right now I'm not that much into the ICOs because we're in a bear market. All right, when you're in a bear market, you will also get bear returns. You know, bear returns from ICOs. They're not as high as in a bull market, so it's more risky. So only go into the AAA ones. That said, I did go into Electrify Asia today because Electrify Asia has a top-notch team. They were on the news on Singapore in a good spotlight. You know, they're an award-winning team, so I definitely invested in them. But not that many ICOs I go into at the moment, guys. So basically, you know, that's it. All right. So yeah, join up with both telegrams. Both telegrams will be in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit that post notification button. And if you got any questions at all, leave a comment below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.